Hey, I'm Kat, and I've been traveling in my self-built camper van for more than a year now, all over Europe and the north of Africa. So it's kind of got me thinking about some of the things that I'm still loving about the van build and some of the things maybe I would change if I could go back in time. And so I thought I would just share them with you guys so that it gives you a little bit of inspiration and an insight into what a self-built van looks like after 12 months and some of the mistakes that you could avoid. Before we dive in, I've got to show you where we are because it's pretty cool and who doesn't love a scene set? Let's go. So yeah, we're here in Tefraut at these amazing giant painted rocks. I think there is an official name for it, but yeah, Morocco. Oh my gosh, we've been road tripping for more than 2 months now around Morocco. I think we have about 3 weeks left, and it's just been incredible. It's blown us away. Like, the landscapes are just nuts, from like the mountains to the desert to the coast. Everything, the people, the food, it's just been awesome, and I think actually our favourite country we've ever visited in the van. So if you have a van in Europe, get down here because it's amazing. But yeah, okay, so things that I would change about my van build after having lived in it for more than 12 months if I could go back in time. Let's dive in. So number one has actually got to be the seats, the seating area that we have in the van. It is just too small. Let me show you what I mean. Like, they're pretty cramped if you're wanting to like put your elbows in and to eat. Honestly, it's just the space that we had left from having a decent width bed, having the compressor fridge, the oven and the gas. This is all of the room we had left, unless we shaved a bit off the bed, which I'm really glad that we didn't. This is all the space we have. So yeah, I think maybe if we did it differently, I would shuffle everything maybe this way, have a bench seat in the doorway, still be able to have the pocket door because that I really do love. But yeah, maybe have a bench seat and just some, like, a little bit more social space. But I think that would probably come with maybe having a bigger van. I don't know. I think in a medium wheelbase you could be smarter about the layout and have a better seating plan and not have cramped elbows. Okay, next one. So number two then, I think, has actually got to be windows in the back doors. I didn't put windows in, I guess probably because I felt like I was already cutting too many holes in the van, but also I knew I wanted to have like a ladder or some sort of back rack system because I always kind of wanted to take my kayak. And I thought it would be nice to have a ladder so that we could check on the solar panels and maybe just sit up there, but I didn't end up doing that. But we have now built a bit of a bodge surfboard rack on the back. I say bodge, it's actually been very, very good. It's a very successful surf rack. So that would have made a window on that door pretty pointless, but it just does feel dark, that end. And it would be nice to have some more natural light, and it would just be nice to be able to see out from the bed, you know, what's happening outside for security, like ease of mind, and just to enjoy the beautiful views, because we quite often have really beautiful views out the back doors, and when they're closed it's gone. So yeah, I think maybe when we get back to the UK this time around I will add a little window in the other door, maybe like a little porthole window or something cute. And I guess it does also feel dark because we never really intended to put the surfboard on the roof, or one of the surfboards on the roof, but because we have all of this extra height, and that's one of the things I love about the van, if you go check out that other video, the lights that I installed ended up being covered by the board. So number three, I'm actually going to go with a better fan. So we do have a nice fan that has a vent, a vent with a fan, but let me just turn it on for you. It's loud. Listen again. It's just so noisy. It works great. I think this one was by Fiamma. The vent is great, the fan works great, but it's just so noisy. And after a year of living in the van, and every time you're cooking or you want some air and you've got to listen to that noise, it gets kind of annoying. Oh, sorry, I'm just referring to my phone because I've written a list and I don't want to forget what's on it. So next up then, I would actually, I don't know what number we're on now, sorry. Swivel seats. I actually am very envious of all of the conversions I've now seen that have swivel seats. I love the bulkhead. I think it's really cool. I still love the sliding door. Peep to the chaotic cab. I love this feature, but seeing people who've got swivel seats and the space that that opens up would be really cool. So maybe I would just have like a half bulkhead and one spinning seat, because it does work out as like just a whole other seating area. Maybe that would fix the seating problem. Also, like, kind of acts as an office. I mean, we do use the cab sometimes. The cab is really big, so sometimes I do take my laptop in there and just work in the cab. But I think when you've got a medium wheelbase van, having that extra length and opening up that space would have been really, really cool. Okay, next one. Okay, I think those are actually probably the biggest changes I'd make to the van. Overall, in general, I'm really, really happy with it. Everything's super secure. You know, we've had no major disasters, no cabinets falling down, like nothing like that. The van has held up really well and I still really, really love it. But smaller things then that I would change, and I could still change now. I think most people with vans would probably double question their draw latch system partway through. The latches we've used have actually been quite good. They're just the little like turn latches, the little hutch. They look like what you'd have on a rabbit hutch. That's why I call them hutch latches. I think they're probably just called turn latches. Basically what's been happening for us, and I think it's possibly because I've used the wrong screws, is that because what's in the drawer is quite heavy, whenever we go around a corner, it like pushes on the latch and that's loosening the screw, and then it's just spinning open and then the drawer's flying open. But now that we've kind of slowly started replacing the screws in them with stronger wood screws, we haven't really had a problem. But then the tighter you screw them in, the more wear that they're creating when you turn them. They're leaving black stains, they're wearing away the wood, they just don't look very nice. So I would try and find a better latch solution, maybe like a double latch solution, so you've kind of got fail safe. But I think that's kind of one for you to experiment with yourself anyway. And then I think with our 12-volt power sockets, like the USBs and the cigarette lighters, I'm really pleased with how many I've put in. I don't really feel like I'm ever wanting more. I put some in on the bed, which has been great because it means we can work from the bed, which we quite often do, just because again the seating is a little bit crowded. There's two of you trying to work there, so I've got the sockets on the bed so you can work from the bed, and I've got sockets all by the tables and also one little USB one in the kitchen, and I'm happy with them. But what I didn't realise when I installed them is that you can get super fast USB charge, like a, what's it called, Red? USB 3?
USB 3.0, yeah.
USB 3.0, and the other's a USB 2?
2.1, it's just the amps that come out of them.
Okay, something to do with the amps. But basically, we have one that's super fast and it charges the phones way quicker than all of the other ones. So if I had known at the beginning that you could get much faster charge USB ports, I would have put them all in. So the fridge has just kicked in. I'm not sure if you can hear that or not, but that's pretty much it. I'm actually really happy with the van overall. I don't feel like those are too big a deal breaker things. After a year on the road, they're the only things that I kind of feel like would be nicer if they were a little different. But yeah, I'm just looking around and I love this van. It's my, like, you know, it's my tiny home and it's been amazing. All of the memories and the places it's taken us, like, pshish. It's priceless. It's perfect. Yeah, that's about all I have to say. Hopefully I'll have a few more videos going up soon. I'm not so great at updating on YouTube, but I do still have the mini van build series live, so if you are interested in seeing more of the van build and how I made it, then you can just head over to my page, I guess, and have a little look through the shorts. I have a tour up and I have a time-lapse of the entire van build, which has been very popular. That's actually got over 1 million views, which is wild. So if you want to go and see what all the fuss is about, that one's up there. And I'm rambling again, so I will just see you soon. Bye.